Point Nemo, where Earth feels alone. Have you ever stared into the night sky, in silence, and wondered, where is the loneliest place in the universe? You might think of the far side of the moon, or a rogue satellite drifting in deep space, or some nameless corner of the galaxy. But what if I told you that place isn't light years away? It's right here, on our own planet. It's called Point Nemo, the place on Earth that feels the most alone. No cities, no people, no ships pass by, no one lives there, and no one ever really sees it. In fact, at any given moment, the closest humans to Point Nemo aren't even on Earth. They're orbiting above it, aboard the International Space Station. Let that sink in. The nearest land, Ducie Island, part of the Pitcairn Islands, lies 2,688 kilometers away. That's farther than the distance between New York and Denver. The nearest fishing vessels or research boats? Often hundreds, even thousands of kilometers away. Most of the time, the only human presence near Point Nemo is floating 400 kilometers above it, in space. It's not remote by accident. It is, quite literally, the farthest place from humanity on Earth. The coordinates are ordinary, 48 degrees south, 123 degrees west. But what they mark is extraordinary, a hole in the map of life. A void in the middle of the South Pacific Ocean, where the waves repeat themselves for centuries with no one to hear. There are no birds flying overhead, no whales singing, no glowing coral reefs beneath the waves. Just silence. The kind of silence so deep, it feels like Earth's own heartbeat. And it's that silence that made this place useful. Because no one is around, Point Nemo has become a space cemetery. A final resting place for the machines we once sent into the skies, satellites, probes, and even entire space stations. More than 260 objects from space have been guided down to crash into these empty waters. The Russian space station Mir is buried here. One day, the International Space Station may join it, falling like a star that no one sees. They sink, unnoticed, into the darkness, into a place where even light struggles to reach. There are no memorials, no monuments, because there's no one there to remember. If space is a vast emptiness that makes us feel small, then Point Nemo is its mirror on Earth. Not vast because of what's there, but because of what's missing. It doesn't tell stories. It doesn't scream, "I exist." It just is. Quiet. Forgotten. Present only by absence. In today's world, where every inch of Earth is tracked, mapped, and connected, Point Nemo stands apart. A place so irrelevant to our economy, our technology, even our curiosity, that we've never truly set foot there. Not because we can't, but because we don't need to. And maybe that's what makes it sacred. For scientists, for explorers, for dreamers, Point Nemo is more than a location. It's a final frontier of sorts. A border we haven't crossed. Not because of physics, but because of something deeper. We are not built to live in absolute isolation. Point Nemo is where Earth experiences the emptiness of space, where even nature has chosen not to stay, where our planet becomes entirely itself, without us.